Amanda, and today I'm going to be teaching you about some interesting facts about some pet rats. So, rats love to be petted in certain spots. Rat probably loves to be stroked gently and scratched the top of its head, like so, lightly. And they also appreciates it if you pet her along her back, which is like the middle range of her head to the back to middle, because the back where their tail is extremely sensitive and they don't really like that. And rats also really do enjoy if you scratch them right behind the ear where it's really soft. They love if you scratch them right there. She's running around right now very active and curious. Now she's taking a bath. And rats are extremely smart. Like they're like the smartest rodents or small animal you can get. They're very smart and creative in their own way. And you might not know this, but rats are extremely sensitive to electromagnetic fields, which means if your rat is not like used to you, but Cookie is, I would not recommend putting a lot of electronics around her because that would overwhelm a rat very easily. So I would try to keep the electronics low when it's around a rat. And rats can sense your emotions like very well. So I recommend only holding her or him if you're in a good mood, because if you're in a bad mood, they could, or like in a mad mood, they could get really scared and like try to get away or something. So I recommend only holding your rat when she or he is in a good mood, because then they will be good to you. But if they're in bad mood, it might react very badly. So you don't want to hold them if you're in a really bad mood. And another thing is rats do have a wild side. They love nature and stuff like that. They can bite, but rats never bite. Like, they do not like to bite. Like, they would bite once in a blue mood, and I've had Cookie for like 2 to 3 years, and she hasn't bitten me once. That's how good of a rat she is. I've had lots of rats, and I've never gotten bitten, not once. So I've had a lot of good rats. And rats grind their teeth. It's not during their sleep like snoring. It's actually when they're feeling content or they're stressed. And it's actually a good thing if your rat is grinding their teeth, because it keeps their tiny little teeth in the right length. Because if they're in the wrong length, you really don't want them. Because if they're in the wrong length, it's going to be hard for you to hold them and eat. Cookie, what are you doing? So yeah. And it's also it can be bad for them in a way, but it's mainly good. So an average rat litter is actually like 12, because female rats can nurse 12 pups or kittens at a time. And if you have a litter of like 20, which is not really common but can happen, I would recommend separating them into 2 groups when she's nursing, so that every one of them gets a chance. And rats have poor eyesight, so especially pink-eyed rats. So if they're like standing still and looking around, they're kind of sensing the area so that they know what's going on and everything. So that's them sensing the area. And male and female rats definitely have different personalities. Males are way more calm and like they will let you sit in their lap and just pet them, but female, as Cookie is, are very active and like love to run around. Males run around, but like females are running around like crazy, just like Cookie is right here, my little nugget. And if you're going to adopt a rat, I recommend going to animal adoption centers, because a lot of people drop their rats off there, and if the rats don't get adopted within their lifespan, they will eventually just let them die there. And I think that's pretty sad. So if you get a chance, I recommend going to an animal shelter and finding a rat there. And see, like if you put shavings in your thing, I do not think cedar pine shavings are good for rat. Like they're completely unsafe for your rat. Like they have toxic in them, and which are toxic to rats, and it can give them like liver damage and respiratory problems and kidney problems and just some problems that I don't think you want your rat to have. And rats thrive in company of other rats. Rats are super social, like way social. Like as Cookie's trying to play with me right now, they're so social that they just like want to be like played with every day. So I recommend playing with them for 30 minutes a day. And yes, so have groups. I recommend groups of 2 because odd numbers is not the best. So I would stick with the even numbers and make sure a rat, like, don't put like 10 rats in a smaller cage because you want to make sure the rats at least get their space, you know? So, and rats do not throw up. So some people say, I thought I saw my rat throw up. It's probably just a little bit of sweat. It's impossible. Their stomachs and their esophagus just make it impossible for them to throw up. So it's not possible for your rat to throw up at all. And baby rats play fight. So you'll see them like fighting, but they'll start play fighting between 18 to 20 days old, but they'll really start to do it at 30 to 35 days old because their behavior starts to get a little out of hand. And so if you have any questions, just comment. And that's all for now. Thank you for watching. Bye.